Paul has asked me to speak about deity worship, Archan Marg. So, previously we heard from Krishna in Uddhava-gita, but now in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a section called the Uddhava-gita, where Krishna answers the questions of his great devotee Uddhava. So listen to this, because it will give you more information on why we worship the deity form of the Lord. So Uddhava questions, "My dear Lord, O Master of devotees, please explain to me the prescribed method of worshiping you in your deity form. What are the qualifications of those devotees? On what basis is such worship established? And what is the specific method of worship?" All the great sages repeatedly declare that such worship brings the greatest benefit possible in human life. So there's your first point. By worshiping the deity, Sri Murti, greatest benefit possible in human life. And Uddhava says, this is not my opinion. This is the opinion of Naradaji, Vyasadeva, and my own spiritual master, Brihaspati. O Krishna, O magnanimous Lord, the instructions on this process of deity worship first emanated from your lotus mouth. So this answers it. It's not man-made. Our religion is not man-made. It is God-made. Listen to what Uddhava just said. This process of deity worship first emanated from your lotus mouth. When? Then they were spoken by the great Lord Brahma, the creator, to his sons, headed by Bhrigu, and by Lord Shiva, to his wife Parvati. So just see how authorized. So it was first spoken by God himself. Then Brahma heard from God himself at the dawn of creation. Okay? Then Brahma taught his sons, and great Shankar Bhagavan, he spoke about this to Parvati. This process is accepted and appropriate for all occupational and spiritual orders of society. So whether you're Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, doesn't matter. Everyone should be involved in worshiping the deity form of the Lord. Therefore, I consider worship of you in your deity form to be the most beneficial of all spiritual practices. O lotus-eyed one, O Supreme Lord, Lord of all lords of the universe, please explain to your devoted servant this means of liberation from bondage of work. So just see, by worshiping the deity form, you become liberated from the bondage of work. Now let us see what Krishna replies to Uddhava. Krishna says, the deity form is said to appear in 8 varieties: stone, wood, metal, earth, paint, sand, jewels, and the mind. One should worship me in my deity forms by offering the most excellent paraphernalia. But a devotee completely freed from material desire may worship me with whatever one is able to obtain, and may even worship me within one's heart with mental paraphernalia. And there's a story about that. I might tell later if there's time, of a Brahmana worshiping the Lord in his heart. In worshiping the temple deity, bathing and decoration are the most pleasing offerings. Whatever is offered to me with faith by my devotee, if even only a little water, is considered by me most dear. Reminds me of what Krishna says in Uddhava-gita, Patram pushpam palam toyam. But the key word in that verse, bhaktya, bhakti, it has to be with love and devotion. That's the key. That's what Krishna accepts, your love. Not your rice dal chapati, which you think is so great. Yes, you should make it great, but what is he actually eating? Your love and devotion that you put into making that dal, rice, chapati, sabji. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Even very opulent presentations do not satisfy me if they are not offered by non-devotees. You know the story from Mahabharata, how Duryodhana invited Krishna for a huge feast. Krishna said no. But instead, Krishna went to the home of Vidura, a Shudra, and ate simple chaval, dal, like that. He wouldn't eat the big feast made by Duryodhana because Duryodhana was not devotee. But Vidura, simple, humble, he was considered Shudra. That's who he was considered. But Krishna happily ate at Vidura's house. Again, the same principle, bhakti. The devotee should offer homage to me with all kinds of hymns and prayers. Here's how Krishna says you should pray. Here's the prayer. O Lord, please be merciful to me. Please repeat. O Lord, please be merciful. Simple prayer. Everybody can say that, even the children. Whenever one develops faith in me, in my form as the deity, one should worship me in that form. Because some people, they worship Radha and Krishna. Some people worship Sita Ram or Lakshmi Narayan. Good. I certainly exist within all created beings and also separately in my original form, since I am the supreme soul of all. During the original Govardhan Puja, if you read that narration carefully, Krishna manifested a separate form from his 7-year-old form and said, I am Govardhan Hill. And they were offering everything to that huge form of Krishna. And Krishna himself, in his 7-year-old form, was circumambulating Govardhan Hill and his own manifested form. That was one of the miracles Krishna did during that Govardhan Leela. He was worshiping himself, teaching us. Even I worship my personal form. What about you? By worshiping me through various methods prescribed in the Vedas and Tantras, one will gain from me one's desired perfection, both in this life and the next. One who offers the deity gifts of land, markets, cities, or villages, so that regular daily worship and festivals may go on continually, will achieve opulence equal to my own. Temples who are smart know how to use this verse. This is how you get people to donate to your temple. Hint, hint, hint. I don't know if anybody's listening, but it's all here. By installing the deity of the Lord, one becomes king of the entire earth. By building a temple, one becomes ruler of the three worlds. By worshiping and serving the deity, one goes to the planet of Lord Brahma. And by performing all of these activities, one achieves a transcendental form like my own. Because Krishna's form is not material. Our forms are material, not Krishna's form, including the deity form. Don't think that this is stone. It is spiritual. It may look like stone. This is why we are not idol worshipers. I don't worship idols. I worship God. He has mercifully appeared in a so-called physical form, but this form is not material. It is not a statue. And I can tell another story, if there's time, proving that the deity form is not material. It is not a statue. One who simply engages in my devotional service with no consideration of fruitive results attains me. Thus, whoever worships me according to the process I have described will ultimately attain pure devotional service unto me. To be continued. Don't change the dial. Don't leave. There's more to come. Everybody chant the Maha Mantra.